everybody, John here. Welcome back to Catbird Hill. So I am running against the daylight, what's left of it here. You all know I love this time of year. It's kind of mid-fall and it is absolutely beautiful. Although today is the first day we've gotten a real sense of the fact that cold weather's coming. Today the high was about 35 degrees. And we've had 35 to 40 mile an hour winds, which is why I'm mic'd up here, because the wind has just been almost deafening at times today. But I needed to get out and do some firewood work because I am running out, as I've said before. As luck would have it, there was about a 2-week gap between me selling the old Unicorn wood splitter and picking up the Wolfe Ridge 17 VS. And I'll put a link to the video where I showed driving up to Messick's. I'll put that video up there. Messick's up in Mount Joy, Pennsylvania, picking this up about a week ago. But there was a 2-week gap where I didn't have a splitter. And if you recall, I think I did a couple of shorts where I was hand splitting, which I love to do, and I'll always want to split wood by hand. But I was splitting up some ash, and that's exactly what we've split today. This is all the dead ash. A lot of this came down during the tornado. But as you probably know, with ash, especially since it was already dead when it came down, this ash dries very, very fast. And I think in one of the previous shorts that I did, I had brought the moisture meter out and tested it, and I think it was under 20%. So this is almost ready to put in the bag and sell it for bundle sales. Put it in the bundle bags and put it in a stand. I'll probably let it dry for a couple of weeks just to, take some of the surface moisture off of it. But anyhow, I've really got to get going on splitting wood here, because when weather like this hits, everybody just starts buying up bundles, and they're thinking about, cold weather and fire pits and hanging around the fireplace and stuff. And we've sold probably in the last week, we've probably sold at least 30 or 40 bundles just in a week. So it's really going quickly, but I hope you got a sense of how efficient this whole process is. And I know I'm probably not as efficient as I should be. I'm going to get better. I'm going to keep practicing. Leave comments, please, if you think there are some improvements I could make in my overall efficiency. But how quickly I was able to buck up maybe half a dozen, 8 rounds or so. I've still got some on the ground there, and split at least half of them. I did all of that in probably less than 10 minutes at the most, and I've almost, by the time I fill this up, the bucket will be almost full. So just could not be happier. We're gonna do a lot more video of the Wolfe Ridge 17 VS in action. And so until that time comes, stay tuned. We'll probably do some shorts showing, some kind of intensive splitting action, but we're going to do a lot more work with this. This thing is just absolutely amazing. I'm so glad I bought it. So thanks a lot for watching. Please give us a thumbs up, share the videos, subscribe if you haven't done so. Make sure you hit the bell icon for notifications. And until next time, John here from Catbird Hill, getting very, very dark, but take care.